Hello, everyone. Welcome to my freak show. I am so glad to have you all here, and thank you all for being here. This is the final live stream of 2021, and I'm really excited about it. Isn't that weird to say? I'm excited about the fact that this is going to be the final live stream of the year, but it absolutely is. So, welcome to my freak show. I know it's going to take a little time for people to get here, and some people are absolutely at work today. So, I'm just going to give a little chat about what I've been doing lately until we get some comments in. Because I just wanted to say that hello, Raider. Of course, you are always here, my little pumpkin. um, this year has been fantastic. However, Katie, it's so great to have you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all had a very great holiday. Bogdan, it is so great to have you here. Thank you so much. And Raider says hi to me and everybody. So this Christmas was very fast for me because it was my birthday and then it was Christmas. Virtual hug, says Raider to everybody. Oh, Mohammed, love to you from Austin, Texas, because that's where I am from. You're from Morocco. Oh, so glad to see you here. I hope you're having a great holiday. Mine has been so fast and great. I had a great time with my family, my husband, and my kids, and I didn't get to see my parents. That was the one thing. I wanted to see my brothers and my parents and my beautiful sister-in-law, but however, it didn't work out. My car just decided to say no. And yeah, just crap out on us it crapped out on us a few days after my birthday. So it was so sad that happened, and then I had to still go Christmas shopping. So if it wasn't for little Christmas miracles coming in the form of Blake's boss, which is my husband and his employer, Blake is my husband and his employer's, I'm not going to say online, but he has the best boss in the world. He actually loaned him a car that he had personally. So it was fantastic. We had little great Christmas miracles happen. Even though our car broke down, we were still able to have a car. And then I was able to make sure that my kids had a great Christmas. So it was very small and intimate. It is exactly what we wanted. Church on Christmas Eve for me. And, I would take my kids, but they're still a little younger right now. And I don't want to kind of push that onto them right now. So, yeah, it was just such a great day. We just literally did nothing. And we even ordered Christmas dinner that was already made for us. All we had to do was heat it up. It was great. It was great. Blake and I slept until like 9:30, 10 o'clock on Christmas morning. It was fantastic. And then now, New Year's is coming up. And of course, I have 36 days until my new book has to be submitted for publication. So I wanted to also let y'all know that I am not going to be around very much in January. Number one, I've been working on a parody video for American Horror Story. And if Cammie, when she comes here, she's going to do me such a sweet favor, and she's going to look at it for me and tell me what she thinks about it, because my vision of this AHS parody video didn't resonate in the video. You know what I mean when that happens. We have these images of something and then we actually do them and it didn't come out anywhere near what we wanted. Blaze, it is so great to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. I love, again, the face that is always on your pic. Is that from Dance Moms? It's been a while since I've seen it. I want to say Holly, but I loved Dance Moms. That was such a good show. It is so great to have you here, Blaze. Thank you for being here. So we have this parody, and like I said, when I did a little bit of a trial recording, number one, the audio went off. It went off so awful that you couldn't even understand what I was saying, even though I had two separate audio sources. And Yeah, it really came out so stupid and not funny. So um I've decided to just put that on hold just for the month of January. So I do promise all of you that I am going to go shadow silent just for the month of January, simply for the fact of number 2, putting my book out. Now this book is different. It's not in my usual trilogy of trilogies. It is not a not it's not a book that I would normally put out. This one is an actual memoir, and it is of me and my best friend that has passed away. I do have a second best friend. She has not passed away. However, the statute of limitations has not expired on certain incidents, so I will write that book once it does. But Kimberly is no longer with me anymore, and her children really were very young when she passed away, and it was always my intention to write this book so I'll never forget one memory of her. But since her kids are grown up now, I mean, they're in their 20s, and one of them even has a child. So it's important to me that they know their mother. So I've had this book written and done for many years, but I'm actually putting it in a book format with a cover and everything and releasing it, and all proceeds go to her kids. So that is coming out February 2nd, and that is actually Kimberly's birthday. So that's like a birthday gift to her from me. So that's why I'm totally going silent in January. And also for the fact that number 3, my husband's birthday is in January. So obviously want to give him a great time and want to make sure that I'm catching up with my editing. And it's also my mom's birthday in February. So now that I think about it, this book coming out is kind of like in the midst of a lot of things that are going on at that time, but thankfully I have a lot of support and I know that everything will be all right. Greetings to you, Todd or Tad. Tad, yes, Tad. Regardless, greetings to you as well. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Rick says, I'm a January baby too, LOL. Right? Happy early birthday to you, Rick. So yeah, it'll be my husband's birthday. I had the book coming out in like 35 days, and I have to have it completed and submitted with the jacket and everything and all editing done. And it's a lot of work. And the last time I did this was before I got sick. So this was back in 2017 that I actually edited and published and released a novel. So that's been 4 years. And for me, that's a long time. That's a long time to actually put something together and put a book out. Now I'm starting to feel a little anxiety over the pressure that I'm getting about putting it out. However, that's why I just wanted to come on here and just chat with you guys and see how y'all are doing. And to let you know that, yeah, I'm going to be here. Obviously, however, I'm just going to be working on my book and then I'll go back to my parody. I did do a little parody where, excuse me, I didn't really change makeup and I didn't really do much of a difference, but I did one of me interviewing Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy was obviously played by me, and that came out actually funny. So I thought, okay, I'll do a parody video based on that. Then I started filming, and oh my God, it just didn't actually work so well. So I promise you, I'm going to go back to those parodies though. I have a great script written for me interviewing Ryan Murphy. Or I've actually changed it so many times. I think it's Brad and Ryan discussing season 10. Sort of like a pitch meeting. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Screen Rant pitch meeting, but that's what actually gave me the idea of like, I bet if they just sat down together and really bounced season 10 off their minds, like in a pitch meeting, they would understand how crazy season 10 was and how many things that they didn't actually wrap up. So that's what actually started it. And then I thought, nope, that sounds too much like pitch meeting. I don't want to be stealing someone's stuff. So then I decided, okay, I'll do an interview with me and Ryan Murphy, and I'll play Ryan Murphy. And I thought, nah, too clickbait. So I thought, what is the best damn video that I can give you guys that literally won't be an idea taken from another person or like some kind of clickbait? But anyway, I've decided that I really do honestly think that I'm just going to do Brad and Ryan like pitching it to each other. Though I don't know how to look like Brad Falchuk, because we all have to know he is incredibly hot. He has this hair, he has these abs, and oh, good Lord. I mean, all I have to do to be Ryan Murphy is just like put on a black jacket and a beanie. That's all I have to do is put my hair up in the air and like all this, a lot of this fucking hair, which I don't know, guys. I think I'm channeling my inner Daniel LaRusso's daughter today. I'm totally binging Cobra Kai right now because the new season comes out on Friday and I'm really excited. So I think I'm binging my inner LaRusso inside of me for this hairdo today. So please, I know it doesn't normally look like this, but YouTube got me loving it. Anyway, let's see. Deadpopstar, I have to say this because I saw your comment. Deadpopstar says, I got a container full of black pills for Christmas. I'll be working on my new AAA collab with David Lynch and Tarantino coming in 2022. That is badass. You know, that would have been a great idea to give somebody for Christmas. Like Deadpopstar, did somebody like really just like dye some pills or something like that black, or maybe just like color them black with a black marker and just like give them to you, because, and then maybe like with a little note like, just for prop only, do not ingest, you know. But that would have been like a badass little stocking stuffer. Like put it in a little bag, seal it up with a little note inside that says, look, don't really take these are just for fun. But then, you know, on the front of it you write like black magic pills or something like that. So because there is you know, the song Black Magic Woman, so I guess there can also be black magic pills. Anyway, Deadpopstar says, I can't reveal those details. Of course, of course, of course. And Raider wants you guys to know to wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, which Raider doesn't actually do that, especially when he comes inside to eat after playing outside with his friends to eat dinner. So Raider wants you guys to do something that he doesn't do. Just kidding, Raider. I love you, buddy. Okay, so that is what's going on with my life. And one thing is that I'm really excited is that one, it's another year away from the terrible poisoning that I had. That happened in 2018. I should have been dead by now, and I'm not. So that was really freaking traumatic, as you guys can understand. So thankfully, it's another year that's going by that trauma is getting less and less. So thank goodness for another year going by. Okay, so Blaze says he's been watching Glitch. I have not been watching that. Tell us, guys, what you have been watching and what platform you have been watching it on. Let's see. Robbie wants to know if I saw Last Night in Soho. No, I didn't. What platform is that on? Because I do have like Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, that kind of stuff. So just let me know which platform it's on, and I will actually go check it out if I can. I do, after Friday, I have to stop binging, sadly, because obviously I have my book that's coming out, and I have literally got to focus in January and make sure that the book is where I want it to be, which is perfection. So, yeah, I can't actually start doing that. Rick Costa says, Mother Supreme Healing Powers, activate. That's right. I'm really trying. Blaze says it's on Netflix. Okay, you know what? I will absolutely then go check that out then, Blaze, because I actually have Netflix up right now on my TV beside me. Like I said, I am binging Cobra Kai. I've seen all 3 seasons multiple times. I'm just watching them again because season 4, Friday, excited. Gonna spend the last day of the year editing and binge watching Cobra Kai and just eating a whole bunch of food with my kids. Excuse me. Did you see the new Spider-Man? No, but my son wants to see it really badly. And I know that my soul brother, Michael, one of my admins, he loves the new Spider-Man movies. So I haven't seen it yet. The last time we went to the movies was just a couple of months ago when we saw the new Ghostbusters. So I don't know if Spider-Man is out on a platform. If it is, I should be able to watch it. If it's in the movie theaters right now, then that was like $200 to go see Ghostbusters in the movie theater. And you guys that are watching, you're probably thinking, good God, it took you $200 to go to the theater? Yes, people. We have 6 family members. So we had 6 tickets. Everybody needed popcorn. Everybody needed a drink. Well, I mean, except for me, I brought my water. Everybody needed pizza. And even though I snuck in a bunch of candy, it was like expensive to go to the movie theater. Though it was wonderful because there was not another soul there. So it was totally worth the money. And so I've always begged my husband that, look, if we have a couple of extra $100, after things settle down, I really want to go back to the movie theater. It was so peaceful and private and nice. Rick says that the new Spider-Man was excellent. Oh, man, I really want to see it, too. Deadpopstar says last night in Soho was amazing. The new Matrix was so awful, though I saw both in theaters. Oh, okay. I really want to see the new Matrix. I'm not going to lie. I really do. I am such a Matrix fan that when the Matrix Part 2 came out in movie theaters, Blake and I had just come back that year from visiting his dad in Florida. We had literally been there for a couple of weeks, and then we get back to Texas. We had been on a flight we had a couple of layovers, sadly, that we didn't get a direct ticket. But what started out as an 8 a.m. flight that should have got us to Texas maybe like at about 11, we got at about 3 instead, at 3 p.m. And I told Blake, I want to go see the sequel to The Matrix so bad. And he said, okay, well, I'm really tired. You're really tired. Let's go. We went to go see, like, for some reason, we went to go see the 9 p.m. showing. And 5 minutes into the movie, we passed out. The next thing we know, we woke up, and it's at the end where Neo and the guy who is now Smith out of the Matrix, that, like, they're both panning, do a dun, dun, dun. And I looked over at Blake, and I looked around me, and then I saw the credits start to roll, and I thought, oh, shit, I slept through this entire movie. And then I looked over at Blake, and I was like, please tell me what happened. And he said, baby, I don't know. I slept through the whole thing. I felt so bad that we slept through it. But that was how much of a Matrix fan I was. And I am really excited to go see the new Matrix. So I take your opinion, Deadpopstar. Now, I don't think I'm so excited. I liked the new Bill and Ted, and I have that up there on Blu-ray. So, I mean, it wasn't the best, but I definitely loved the movies. So, of course, I knew I was going to like the third one. I'm a little nervous now. Instrumenti. Hello, everyone. Are we talking about new movies? I look forward to watching Spencer. Yes, we're actually talking about movies, books, anything that you're excited to have in 2022. Excuse me. Keith says, hi, I'm from Dublin, Ireland. Oh my gosh, Keith, it is so great to have you here, to have the Irish. So wonderful and honored to have you here. Robbie says, I was on a date where he went to sleep during the movie, or during the Pirates movie, the first one. Oh my God. So Keith, I just told a story, an instrumenti, about how I was so excited to see The Matrix Part 2, and I went there no matter what and fell asleep right as the movie started. So is there a time that any of you guys fell asleep during a movie, or you were just so excited to get somewhere or to see something, a band or whichever, and you just passed out? Not because, you fainted because you were so excited. No, I'm talking about the trip it took you to get there was just so exciting, and it just took so much out of you that you literally dropped from exhaustion once you got there. The only other time that happened to me was a Metallica concert. However, I think that was from the ganja that was being passed around. I was only maybe 15 at the time. So I think that's what added to my desire to want to curl up on the ground and take a nap. Instrumentali. I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. Instrumentali. You're from Finland. Thank you so much for being here. Hello from Austin, Texas. Okay, so and the fact too, Robbie, that was the first Pirates movie, which is honestly my favorite. I don't understand how anybody could fall asleep during that movie. It was just so good. So I get you. Rick says at Blaze, it was okay. Nothing I would rewatch, to be honest. Let's see. Blaze was asking, did I start watching the new Chucky's TV show? Okay, no, I have not. I'm a little nervous about it because I've heard that it's not very good. And my YouTube soul brother, EJ Marino, which it was actually EJ's birthday recently, guys. So if you don't mind going over to his channel or his Twitter or any of his social media platforms and wishing him a loving happy birthday, that would be so wonderful. We are fellow Sagittarians, which is insane because I don't get along with other Sagittarian males. I don't understand why, but any other Sagittarian male I have met, we hate each other. Sagittarian females were like this. So absolutely. But EJ is the only Sagittarian male that I know that I actually get along with and that I just love. So yeah, go check out EJ. Give him some birthday love over there. Sadly, I have yet to hear everyone say the new Matrix was good, says Rick. He hasn't seen it yet also. Oh no. Deadpopstar says, I love the original Matrix trilogy, but the new one is just my opinion. But hey, maybe you'll love it. It's on HBO Max too. Really? Then that's something I'll have to get. Is that platform, HBO Max, right on. That way I can finally... I didn't like the final season of Game of Thrones. However, I own all of the seasons of Game of Thrones. I just don't have the final season. It's very hard to find unless it's with unless it's with all of the seasons. And you guys understand me. I can't just go to Amazon and just buy it for myself. I've got 4 kids, a husband who works his ass off, and yeah, it's just, it's not like I can actually go onto Amazon and buy anything I want. Maybe if I was in retirement, that'd be different. But I wanted to see Game of Thrones season 8 again. And I love Glidus's piss take of it on YouTube. If you guys don't know Glidus, it's either Gildus or Glidus. Damn it. But just go into the search bar, piss take Game of Thrones. You are going to find his videos. They are hilarious. I love him ripping apart Game of Thrones, the season 6, 7, and 8. It is the most hilarious thing you are ever going to hear. So because I've been binging him as well whenever like I'm cleaning or I'm doing dishes or maybe just having it in the back while I'm editing, excuse me, I love his just honest take on it. And so it made me want to see Game of Thrones season 8 again. It's hard to find season 8 just standalone by itself, like at Half Price Books or just at like a pawn shop or something like that. So I wanted to see it again. So if I get HBO Max, then I should be able to see season 8 again. So Keith thinks that Chucky is amazing. 10 out of 10. Keith, I am curious if you would not mind letting me know, are you younger than 30 or older than 30? You don't have to put an age or anything. I'm just curious because I've heard that Chucky is really hitting to the younger audience, but not to the older. And I am definitely constituted as the older audience. I am in my 40s and I was a kid when the first one came out and my parents refused to show it to me because they thought I would be afraid of my dolls, and they were right. Back then in the early 80s, like mid 80s, those kinds of movies were coming out. And, Wes Craven's Last House on the Left and things like that had surely come out in the 70s. And that's what made parents even more like scared of what their kids were watching. They didn't give a shit what you were reading. I know my parents, I'd come home with a true crime book about a woman being held as a sex slave or head in a box. And my parents were like, hey, glad you're reading. But if I wanted to watch a Friday the 13th or Chucky, my parents were like, no, you're too young. You're too young. Go figure on that one sometimes. But I have heard that Chucky is really aimed at the younger audience and that older audiences, such as myself, probably wouldn't associate with it, relate to it. So I am just curious on what you guys think. So Rick is saying Chucky is pretty teen-centric. I absolutely am going to give it a shot, though. Not going to lie. Just like, there's certain movies that you've been obsessed with your entire life as a kid. And then when you get older, like She-Ra. I think She-Ra even came out on Netflix. They redid the cartoon She-Ra. I freaking watched that. I know Gem and the Holograms, the movie was terrible. It really was. I am never going to give it a thumbs up. But I watched it. I watched it. So when things are important to you in your childhood, or you just love them so much that they just made an impact on you some way, you're absolutely going to love it. Like Ash versus Evil Dead, for me, I freaking loved the Evil Dead trilogies. Those are my favorite top horror movies. So when Ash versus Evil Dead, the series came out, of course I was going to love it. If Bruce Campbell was out there in a trash bag without his chainsaw arm, hey, then I would still love it. I would still love anything that they put on about it. But I just got a wonderful surprise guest here, guys. It is my lovely husband. So tell you what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to finish this live stream in a couple of hours so I can just spend a smidge bit of time with this man. Because every time he comes into my life, I always got to make sure I stop what I'm doing and hang with him. So he just surprised me. So I will absolutely live stream a little bit later because we will definitely talk more about Zach, that guy. Zach, that guy says, and for a New Year's resolution, let's all hope for better AHS stories and AHS in 2022. We're going to talk about New Year's resolutions because I've already started mine. I've already felt very fat, chunky, and even though I'm seeing my therapist and I'm taking my my medication that I'm supposed to, I just haven't felt so great lately. So I've been exercising, and that's really put myself back up there mentally. So we're going to talk about what we can do to really help ourselves mentally and physically. And don't worry, guys, we all have that thing where we're like, we're going to get healthy this year. We're going to do it this year. As long as you're still alive, I don't think it really matters, but I think you really have to also have that want as well. And I just want to say, Keith said, I am 30 and I'm obsessed with all of the Chucky Child's Play movies. I thought this would be bad, but it's actually amazing. And I can't wait for season 2. Thank you, Keith. That actually gives me great inspiration to know then that I should definitely watch Chucky. So I think I will definitely check that out. If it's done, I will certainly do that. Adam, I am so sorry. I am going to go for a little bit, guys. Again, I will be back. I just want to spend a little bit of time with the man of my dreams. I will see you guys a little bit later in another live stream later. Love you all. Bye, guys.